Yeah, we getting bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new, the old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking, snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block, straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't dead mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it. In the A time.
And if you ain't know,
this is how it goes down.
Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, hey.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. It's so fucking so right.
One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh.
Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot and bars are ready. I'm Little Caesars with the extra chatty. Extra style, extra flow. Drift for sale, like 5 below.
Yeah, in the club now like I'm Biddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future.
Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft stuff, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB make it get slapped. It's so fucking so right. It's so right. It's so fucking so right.
Yeah, hey, down with my brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California, speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Damn, you talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12. You wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Cabin so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real.
It's so fucking so right. It's so right.
Killer Cali, go closer. Do like a lot of to the clipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur. Coaster Nostra, stick up to your nose. This rolling stone and no loner. California, ill as pneumonia when we confold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth. Shout out to Soul. Your rain, so you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California Bears take your chance.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He stiff arms him. Well, look at this Baltimore defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down, here's Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, that's not just his 1st, not his 2nd, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are on the board 1st on the road here in Baltimore.
Lining up for the extra point.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The Ravens in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the 40-yard line.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, as defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's 3rd down and 4. Stroud looking to throw. They'll complete this one to Collins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Tony.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And Henry fighting for the marker. But I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That is caught. How did he stay on his feet? And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here's Stroud. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. A gain of 5. And that'll make it second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Stroud working out of the gun. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Real quick. They be on their rapid pay the bills. Now fit it. Not even
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there. I think this game is still for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half. And once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Throwing is Jackson. for the third time. Jackson going to be intercepted.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And his throw is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves and say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to attack.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd down and 1.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Main team. What's that?
A handoff running left. Mixon. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stroud off the play fake. Got his man, Dell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Texans 1st down. 1st and goal, Houston.
Now Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. On the return is Jones. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get spun that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Stroud to throw it. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down. Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face the challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be...
Yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her with it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back, fall back. Only like bad, with a thick, it's a big, it's a no, as long as she get really. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that, and if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. Run it down, we on track, but you can never ever be